Welcome back, track fans global. This is one of them videos never planned to do. This weekend is the US World Championship trials. So many world trials are going on right now all over the world, but we can only focus on the top nations, of which the United States is one. Day one is almost in the books, and so far, some interesting performances, some superb looking performances, and some rusty looking performances. In the women's 100 meter, let's start right there. All the major contenders went through scratch free. Right, Jasia Swear, you can see there on the list, she qualified first, 10.85 seconds, even though she was running in a plus 3.2 meters per second win. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, she practically jogged 10.86 into a minus 1.5 win. I'm telling you again that this year in the World Championship, whoever is not prepared to run 10.6 in that 100 meters is not winning it. Because not when Melissa Jefferson run like this. She and Julian Halfred, it's between those two for the World Championship. One of the biggest surprise of day one in the 100 meter was actually Kayla White. I did not expect Kayla White to run so fast, 10.89. She and Sha'Carri Richardson was in the same heat number one, and Sha'Carri Richardson did not have a chance. She was gone from the gun. She ran 10.89 seconds. TT Terry, as in Twanisha Terry, she looked good in her qualification. Also abs, right? All the major names went through. Gabby Thomas down there in number 8. She's not best known for the 100 meters. She ran well in her first round. Though not looking good, Sha'Carri ran a season best 11.07 seconds. Still a far cry off, and still a performance that would trouble like the top ladies in the world right now. Right, in the men's 100 meters, it was similar story, and the one that looked the most impressive had to be Kenny Bednarik. Seemed like he didn't got an injury this year. He just come back and dropped 9.95 seconds, and it looks easy. Now, one of the biggest surprises of the men's 100 meter for me has to be T. Mars McCollum. His personal best is actually 9.93 seconds. But earlier this year in the Ed Murphy Classic, he ran a win assisted 9.8 seconds. He has a tendency to go up and down in performances, so I did not expect after a long season for him to look good or look how good he looked. In that 100 meter qualifiers, he was running against Trayvon Bromell, and he was gone. And he looked so easy in the last part. Trayvon Bromell was easy. He did not seem to come out of second gear, right? But McCollum qualification was impressive to me. And even more impressive is Ronnie Baker, the name that you can see there in number 6. Remember, from the World Indoors, he has not competed. I haven't seen him compete anything. Ronnie Baker and Noah Lyles was in the same heat. And to a quick Ronnie Baker start, at about 60, you can see that he was doing nothing. And Lyles had to come and catch him and pass him at the line. 10.07. Based on how easy that looked for a man that hasn't competed for the longest while, I expect him to be a dangerous candidate going forward. Christian Coleman, it wasn't a bad looking run. I was more surprised with Brandon Icklin. He struggled in that first run. He was so far back, but he finished strong. Right, so all the major guys go through. and the semi-finals will be hot. I'm thinking now that if you're not willing to run 9.8, you're probably not gonna make it into the finals of the US Championship. It's looking that hot. Now, another event that I want to talk about, and we're not going to talk about all the events because we cannot, is the women's 800 meters, and Sage Erda Klecker. She looks impressive. She already have the World Championship qualifying standard. Right, she was the fastest in the first round, running 159.28. Atin Mo, not Makolev, I'm not sure I pronounced that right. She was the second fastest qualifier, running 2 minutes 0.06, and that is a season best for Atin Mo, because remember last year she sit all of the year because of injury, so she has not been competing. So this is a season best for her, and this was a better looking run for me compared to when we see her last run. And all the major people go through, like Michaela Rose, there in 5. She went through, she has already run 158 this year, Michaela Rose. She also has the World Championship qualifying standard, also is R.G. Wilson. So all the major players made it through. Now I want to talk a little about the men's 800 meters, because that's another fire event. Bryce Apple was the fastest qualifier, 145.69. Colin Salmon, 145.80. Sean Dolan, 145.99. Isaiah Harris, 146.07. Brandon Miller, 146.16. Brandon Miller so far this year had run 143 already, so I know he has a lot more in the tank. Right. Also, the next guy that we want to show is further down on the list in the qualifier, Donovan Brazier, right, at 23 on 48.23. We know he did not come out of first gear, right? And also Owie, right? Josh Owie, 183 in 147.14. Right, Josh Owie is one of the fastest men in the world this year. Right, he's the second fastest American of all time. He has run 142.01 this year, and so we expect him to run 141 later on in the world, or probably he can go for it here at the US Championship, and that would be a championship record and put him way up there in the world rankings, which the man 800 meters, like I've said so many times before, is absolute fire. Now these are all the events that I will comment on. Now the rest of the events I will post them in the video, so you'll get to look at the results by yourself and make your just comments down in the comment section. So that's where we're gonna stop, right, from day 1 of the US trials. It was indeed a good day 1. And remember, Track Fans Global, track and field, from Jamaica to Pakistan, everybody understand, I'm out.